The dance world was changing, getting bigger. It was no longer a commercial joke. There was big money in it. The art was being pulled all over the place. Eclecticism was disappearing. The music was getting boxed up into styles. It was big business, superstar DJs, mega clubs, money, success, image like back in the 1980s. Rick wanted to buck the trend and release a live DVD, and everyone said it was a dumb idea for a techno band, but he made something new with the cutting edge of what tech could do, and with live films from our archive meticulously kept since the early 1970s, and people thought doing that was mad too. Everything won awards, and with it Tomato Interactive opened a portal into the internet for us to publish anything, everything, follow our instincts, respond to desire, not have to wait, keep evolving. And our products weren't fixed, so we started one of the longest running blogs on the internet, publishing every day since '99, posting links to other artists and cool stuff, giving them our traffic for free, like Robert Fripp talked about with his small mobile intelligent units, and we were publishing photos of really bad sofas, and people said we were nothing without a DJ. So we released 2 Months Off, which was our second highest grossing single, and we became a proper band, and the landscape became less rich, and people wanted us to tune out sharp end music, not waste time on the long tail. So we moved out to the country where rent was cheap and we could make noise, and Rick built a new kind of modular studio with live equipment that slotted in, and we kept releasing music, and film director Anthony Minghella heard an obscure little track of ours that inspired him to write a film, because he didn't want our banging techno, but he liked our esoteric side, vindicating our belief in the long tail. He showed us people could see what we were doing as he put us together with Academy Award-winning composer Gabriel Yared and the London Philharmonic Orchestra to compose on the score and collaborate for Breaking and Entering, and that was an album. And then we scored Sunshine for Danny Boyle, and that was an album. And in 2004, John Peel asked us to look after his radio show on the BBC when he went on holiday, but he never came back, and he was our teacher, and we were really gutted, having recorded 3 albums worth of material that we wanted him to help us take somewhere radical. So we released them all download only on our own label, and started recording and releasing live albums that you could buy on the same night as the gig, and we published books with online galleries, and then more exhibitions in New York and London and Tokyo, and started webcasting our own radio show, jamming live and playing records that indie labels sent us every week, sending our traffic back their way for free, hooking up with artists John used to play, Melt Banana, Efterklang, Nina Nastasia, collaborating with them, exchanging ideas, information, support, inspiration, and we worked with Warchild to build a school in Mostar, and started conversations with Brian Eno that turned into collaborations and long improvised concerts at the Sydney Opera House, and where we played bigger shows in Japan, 25,000 people a night, and headlining Creamfields in Argentina, Brazil and Chile, and all-nighters in Tokyo, and curating our own events, inviting Andy Weatherall to DJ between the bands, and giant art walls and cinemas, and Tomato VJing huge projections and interactive screens, and illuminated inflatable sculptures, and headlining Fuji Rock multiple times, webcasting their concerts, and being the first band to live stream a concert to the iPhone from the Fox Theatre in Berkeley, and the first electronic band to appear live on US Network TV on Jimmy Fallon. And Tomato started running international art schools, and Tomato members started running the art departments of international ad agencies, and set up bases in other countries, linking with other artists, expanding our network. And the people said we should become a stadium techno band, but that sounded like cheese. And Tomato had a huge building in Soho, but that pressure put pressure on the art, and it was all getting away from that first thing that inspired us. But it looked big and successful, and the client roster was impressive, and we were working with VW to make their cars remix music, and these were dark times, really dark times, and only a fragile thread held us together. But there was a simple thought, that if you stayed together, you would never split up. And no matter how dark it got, working together and playing together was so exciting and challenging and never boring. And we trusted that our audience felt it too. So we kept recording and releasing and playing live, becoming techno troubadours, rocking up with our little crew of 7 to headline stages all over the world. Big Day Out, the Hollywood Bowl, Ultra, Hyde Park, the O2 Berlin, Vector, Lowlands, Central Park, Privilege, Amnesia, Space, and then Electric Daisy in America, where we received a text from Danny Boyle saying that he wanted to talk to us about 2 projects, one small, one big.